So what does it mean when a client doesn't get back to you after you've produced them a proposal? So it might be a completely new prospect, or it might be an existing client where you've talked about additional services and they gave you all the positive signs, they seemed really eager, they seemed like they wanted to sign up for it, but then nothing. You've rang them, you've emailed them a few times, you've texted them, you don't want to be that annoying person, but you also want to get them signed up as well. So what does it mean because they're just not getting back to you? Well, this was the exact question I got asked a couple of weeks ago by one of our members in the Go Proposal community, and I gave her an answer that completely turned the situation around and got the client to sign up. So what I'm going to tell you is what I told her, and I'm going to explain to you exactly what it means when a client doesn't get back to you, what you should do about it, and how to prevent it from ever being a problem in the first place. So I'm going to keep this really quick. What does it mean when a client doesn't get back to you? Absolutely nothing. There's 1,000,001 things going off in their world. They've got their business, they've got all different challenges there. They've got their home life, their wife, their husband, their kids, their health, their fitness, their mum, their dad, their friends, 1,000,001 things. So what you shouldn't do is interpret it that it means that they don't want to go ahead with you, or they don't like you, or you're too expensive, or you're not good enough. The problem begins when we start assigning meaning to the fact they're not getting back to us, because then what we conclude is, I'll leave them alone. And that's the fundamental mistake. So point number one, if they're not getting back to you, it doesn't mean anything. Point number two, what should you do about it? You got to keep going. You got to keep investing in the relationship. I don't mean pester that person. I don't mean constantly annoying them. I mean keep investing into them, because the way you start any relationship is the way you start every relationship. You might invite them to an event. You might send them the book that your team are reading at the moment. You might see if they want to go for a coffee, or a great idea that I gave to this accountancy firm was pull up the proposal on the screen and do a video of it. Do a Loom video where you talk them through all of the different items in the proposal and explain why you included them in there, why you think they'll be of great value to that client. Keep the video to like 5 minutes, that's all it needs to be, and then send it securely through to that client, and it will absolutely wow them, because nobody is sending videos of their proposals. And the final thing, how do you prevent this from ever being a problem in the first place? Well, you can't fully control it, but you can certainly minimize this happening. And the way to think about it is, if that client is coming to see you to sign up with you, or to sign up for additional services, you have their attention and their focus for a small amount of time. So what you've got to do is get them to the point where they can actually sign up with you or agree to that additional service whilst they're with you. If you are waiting a day to send a proposal out after that meeting, you are precisely 24 hours too late. You have to be able to do it in that meeting. And the place I learned this was several years ago when I had a marketing company and I developed a primitive version of Go Proposal at the time. And I was speaking to this big business, they were like £20 million in revenue. And I had a Zoom call with them, or whatever it was back in the day. And at the end of the meeting, he said, it all sounds brilliant. Get me a proposal over by the end of the week and we'll be able to sign it. I said, I can do better than that. I can do it for you now. So I pulled it up on screen, we went through everything, we agreed the fees, I pinged the proposal over to him, and within an hour of that meeting, he'd signed the proposal and agreed to the additional work. The reason why that was so important was because the following day, they had a power cut to their business. So it was on the Tuesday that I had the meeting, Wednesday was the power cut, and the power cut lasted for 2 weeks. This was a call center. It caused a huge problem for the business that took them about a month to 6 weeks to get back on track. Had I got caught up in all of that, I would have never got the client to agree to it. And probably the aftermath of that would have been another 6 months. And so I'd have been ringing them, texting them, emailing them, wondering why he wasn't getting back to me. And it's because something else was more important. But what I was able to do is to get him to agree there and then. That's one of the fundamental principles of Go Proposal. The fact that we can sit with a client, show them exactly what it's going to cost with all the different parameters that affect the pricing, produce the proposal instantly, the letter of engagement instantly, and if they're happy, for them to sign up there and then. There's no pressure, but at least we've taken them as far down that road as possible. So to recap, what does it mean when a client's not getting back to you? Absolutely nothing. What should you do about it? Keep investing in the relationship for as long as it takes. but don't pester people. Just keep investing, developing it and moving it forward. And point 3, how do you minimize this from ever being a problem in the first place? Well, you've got to have a system that you and your entire team can use to be able to easily agree fees whilst you're sat with a client, whilst you've got their focus, whilst you've got their attention, and then to be able to produce the proposal, the letter of engagement instantly. And if they're happy, for them to be able to sign up on the spot.